in a place in your life where you've had a hard time or you've had an obstacle that you don't feel like you can overcome? In a place where you've been broken and you felt like there's just no way to ever overcome it in any shape, way, or form? Well, my name is Nidhi Chander, and I am going to tell you today how to overcome any adversity with some simple steps that you can use to advance in any aspect of your life. I'd like to start off by sharing a little story with you guys about an adversity that I have faced. I had a twin brother whom I loved so much. He and I went through every aspect of life together. My very first steps, my first smile. Whenever I fell, he lifted me up. He was the best brother that anyone could ever have. He was quite a jokester. He would say, "Girl, you know you look good just because you're related to me." And I'd be like, "What? I don't think so. You look good because you're related to me." But, you know, we're twins, so I guess we're related to each other. But he was the best brother ever. And then, I remember it very clearly. It was Christmas break, and we were about 2 years from graduating high school. And my brother and I were on break, and we asked our parents, can we go to a party? Like every Indian parent, they were like, "No, tune party nahi jana. You are not going to party." But you know, we were like, "Mom, we're older now. You know, come on, guys." So they finally did allow it. So my brother was headed to a party, and he made a wrong turn. There was these 3 kids outside with skinheads. They had bulldog tattoos on their chest, and they wore all white shirts. They were drinking alcohol with their mother. Their mother was present there. My brother was just driving, and they put bikes in front of his car and behind his car. He didn't know what to do because he's kind of like you or I. He stopped his car. I'm sure he was very scared. They ran up to his car with golf clubs, and he tried to roll his window up. He had an Indian flag hanging in his windshield. They saw it, and they started chanting, "Go back to your country, you Ishraq. We don't want you here." He was scared. They broke his windows with the golf clubs, and 2 people held him down. They looked in his eyes, they put a gun to his head, and they pulled the trigger. My brother was gone in an instant. His friend was in the car and was so scared, he put the body in the passenger seat of my brother and drove him to our front door, a couple neighborhoods away. He knocked on the door and said, "Your son is shot." My parents came down and they cradled their son's body for the very last time. On that day, my world broke. It would be an understatement to say that I was devastated. I thought of everything we'd ever done, every memory, every smile, how he told me to stay away from boys, how I was beautiful and I was more powerful than anyone, and that he wanted his sister to be the best, all in one moment. Flashed before my eyes that I would never see him again. And how could this injustice occur in the United States of America when he was a straight-A student and he did nothing wrong? I vowed that I would be a doctor, that nothing would stop me. Nobody would stop me. I don't care if you believed I would or you believed I would not. It did not matter to me. I wrote him a poem at his funeral. I said, "Vic, you wanted to be a doctor. Isn't that right? But now you can't because you died. But you're wrong, Vic. You will see. There will be a Dr. Chander because your dream lives in me. And as you die, remember one thought. Your sister loves you and you're forever in her heart. I took the Indian flag and I put it over his body. He had white socks on in his coffin, and I touched his feet, Mene Peri Penakia, one last time. And with that, I became determined and focused. Nothing would stop me. I went to college. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't do anything that a normal person in college would do. I was focused, determined, top of my class, president of everything. I even entered a pageant not because of the vanity of it, but because I knew if I won this pageant, even though I didn't know anyone in college, and it was my first day, that if I won, I could talk about racial unity and love and diversity. I did win that pageant, and I did become Miss International. After that, I remained focused. I did walk across that stage at University of Florida College of Medicine, and when I tell you that when they said Dr. Chander, I had tears in my eyes because of what it meant to make a vow to somebody and to be able to complete it. My mom grabbed my face and she was like, "Beta, I'm so proud of you." And that meant the world to me. Only 3 years after my brother died, my dad passed away at only 42 years old. He could not handle that his 6'2" son that he raised, that he put food in every bite in his mouth, that he lifted up, that he went to every soccer game, that he went to every award ceremony, could be taken from him in an instant for no reason. He stopped taking care of himself. He stopped taking care of his diabetes, and he died of a complication of pneumonia within 7 days. My mom, she's my hero. She worked 15 jobs at different times in different places to raise me. I am everything that I am today because of her. It is on her shoulders that I stand here today, and I am a powerful woman. As I examine my life and I look back at what the keys of success are, there are a couple things that come to mind. I became successful. I lived my life with passion. When I took care of my patients, I poured my heart out. I said, you know what? And my kids are probably sick of hearing this. Someone can take your shoes, your necklace, your shirt. They can take anything from you, to my teenagers. But the one thing they can't take is they can't take your knowledge, your power, your brain. So when you come in my office as Dr. Chander's patient, I want to see you better next time. I don't want to see anybody influencing you. You are your own power. I worked hard, and I thought life was good. I met a super hot husband, in my opinion. And then I had 2 beautiful daughters, which are right here in front of me today. 2 young, beautiful women. And I thought life was good. I moved to Windermere, and only about 6 years ago, I got a call from a detective. He said, "Come home right now." I thought, did someone steal my prescription pad? Are they writing like illegal narcotics? And I'm like responsible for that? And I came home, and my mom was like, "Beta, don't go home, don't go home." But I did anyways. And the detective said the most unsettling thing. She said, "Your brother died. Your younger brother died." And I looked at her and I said, "No, I don't hear you. I don't accept it." And I was reduced to nothing, all in one moment. I said, "I can't go through this again. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not powerful enough. I can't. I had my share in life. I don't deserve this. I don't want to hear you because I know what comes with what you're saying. It means I'll never see him again." It means I hope he just went on vacation with us. We just went skiing together. We just did everything together. This is not possible. I felt like my world was ripped out. I felt like I couldn't do anything. My brother, the last one, the one that I fought the world with after I lost everything. You can't take him. But he was gone. And just as the universe took him away, the universe gave me something that I wanted too. I found out that 10 days before he died, I was pregnant. I had an IUD in. That's like 99% foolproof. But still, I had a baby in my belly, a boy. I've always had a vision of 4 children, 2 girls and 2 boys. And God gave me that. And it saved my life. If you ask anyone, it was my Cadillac baby. I was gonna love this son. He was the one who saved me. Guys, I'm here today to speak on how to overcome adversity. I'm here to look back in my life and tell you, how did I do this? I am a very happy person. And I am successful in life, but I've been through so much, and there's a couple of things that I've learned along the way that I'd like to share with you. How do you overcome adversity? I had to look at my roots, and I had to remember the strengths that I already had. I remember a vision of my mom bending over and putting tying one shoelace at a time. It didn't matter how tired she was. She was fatigued. She looked exhausted. There was no life insurance. She had to work for us. She kept going, no matter what. She didn't stop. When I was hungry, and I already ate, but I was still hungry, she took her food off her plate and put it in front of me without even thinking twice. No matter what came her way, she and my parents refused to let life bring them down. They lived life with joy, and we had happiness. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. I already had it within me, just like all of you have within you. You have the power to overcome within you if you think about it. You just need to learn how to use it. In addition, I found that having hard work, determination, grit, unwavering strength, and just working towards your goals with incessant drive will allow you to get what you want. The principle of delayed gratification, working now for something tomorrow. That's what my parents taught me. That what you work for now, Binda, you will get the rewards later. So that is what I learned. And lastly, to have a heart of gratitude and humility. When I was broken, I had a friend. Her name was Anjali Vyas. She asked me, "Can you be a hospice doctor? Because I think you'd be great." I had just left my job at Orlando Health. I taught residents for so many years how to become excellent pediatricians. And I wanted to be home with my family. And she's like, "Can you do this hospice job?" And I was like, heck no. I don't know anything about hospice. I've never even written a morphine prescription. I'm like so scared, like no way. But you know what I did know? I know that I went through loss. And I know that I have a heart for these patients. And I know that I'm more qualified to stand by a mom who's losing her child than maybe anybody else. And I knew that. So then I had to stop the negativity. You don't know something? Guess what? You're gonna learn. And then I made a plan. I was gonna learn everything about hospice. I read every book. Tell me if there's another one I missed. And then I started having mentors, because I'm not about to touch someone's kids without having mentors that I can call. And I've been doing it for 4 years, and I'm pretty good at it. And you know what it's taught me? When you see a mom who just found out that there's nothing she can do and she's losing her kid and she has only 2 months, it's devastating. Your baby, everything that you love, it's not fair. It's my true honor to be by their side. I go to houses and I say to them, I can't change this for you, but I'm going to bring the world to your doorstep. I'm going to make sure that your kid feels no pain, and I'm going to pray every day that you don't need me and that your treatments are working. That has taught me the most humility and gratitude than anything else in my life. So I would say to you, to start any journey, start with a heart of gratitude and humility. And remember, whatever your obstacle is, put it into perspective. You know, there's so many people out there that we are in a better position than. Just be thankful, guys, for what you have. And that alone will help you succeed in anything and everything. But because I'm Punjabi and I want to teach you more, I have put together 6 S's of success. And I find that my 6 S's up here are going to help you be successful in any aspect of your life. So let me go over them first. The first S is see your vision. I'm not talking about your uncle's vision or your mom's vision or what your uncle in St. Louis's vision is. I'm talking about what's your vision. When you're in a vulnerable state, when you're in that childlike place, when you are happy, what is it that you want? What is it that you desire in your heart? When my brother died, I wanted to be a doctor with my heart and my soul. Nothing was gonna stop me. I'd like to see someone try to stop somebody who has a true vision. That's the kind of vision you need to have. But you also need to see the ups and the downs in your vision. You can't just imagine it rosy. You gotta imagine all the ups and all the downs that you're gonna have. Then you need to stop negativity. Not only negativity toward yourself, but negativity towards others. Indian community. We need to stop bringing people down and lifting them up. The world is cosmic, guys. What you put into the world is what you're gonna get back. So start building people up, loving them. This means the world to me that these people are in the audience to hear me speak as I start my career in speaking. It means the world. Sometimes we're our worst enemies. We can't even start a goal without hearing our negativity. Like, you want to lose 50 pounds? Girl, you're not losing 50 pounds. What are you thinking? Did you smoke something today? Like, you're not doing that. You want to be a hospice doctor? You never read a prescription? You want to kill somebody today? You know, what are you thinking? No, we got to get past our negativity. My next S is switch your mindset. Switch it, just like that. Switch it. Switch it to a mindset of self-care, love, and education. You know what? Look at yourself and ask yourself, are you sleeping enough? Are you exercising? Are you nurturing your body? Are you spiritually in the right place? Let me tell you something. I'll be vulnerable. There were so many times in the parking lot that I was crying my butt off and praying at the top of my lungs. God, I can't do this. You gotta help me. I won't be able to. But for me to have a higher power, to know that that higher power believes in me more than I believe in myself, and that is willing to carry me when I am weak, that means everything, because I don't have to always be strong, because I have that power. I have that connection, that higher power that knows that I will be great, even when I don't believe it. Next is education. Educate yourselves. I don't want to hear any people out there saying, I don't know how to do this. You know what? You're not talking right to your husband? Get some emotional intelligence, right? Read a couple books. You want to do something in your life? Educate yourself, learn. And then you'll be prepared. You can't start any journey until you switch your mindset and you're in a mindset of self-care. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't start any journey. The next S is to set small goals. Set small goals, guys. You know, I'm not going to be a millionaire in one day. I mean, I might, but I'm not going to. Like, you have to set small goals. I'm not going to be a supermodel in one day. I have to have small, attainable goals. Small, little wins. Like I came here and talked for you today, right? I'm happy about that. So that's on my way, right? So next is share. Share your goals. They're not getting done if you don't share them. You know, one of my friends over here, they'll be like, Nidhi, did you start practicing for your talk? And I'm like, dang, I don't want to hear you right now. But you know what? Annoying as it is, it holds me accountable. You have to have accountability. If you don't have accountability, you're not doing anything. It'll be like 10 years and you're like, yeah, I want to write a book. That ain't happening. So you need to have some accountability. Do you know what I'm saying? And then lastly, start. Start with vigor, passion, relentlessness. Do not give up on yourself. Set reminders in your phone. Do all kinds of things. Put messages on your window. What is going to encourage you to start? Start now. Okay? And then I'd like to share with you, you know, I can't share too much because, I can't share too much because I know I have a time limit, but I'd like to start with sharing some personal examples. I had to apply my 6S theory to health and fitness. You know, I was 240 pounds, guys, after my 4th kid. I know you can't tell now, okay? I'm not quite there yet, but I had to see a vision. You know, I wanted to be fit. No, okay, I didn't want to be fit. I wanted to be super hot. Okay, who's my friend out here? How many times a day do I say I want to be super hot? Like, I'm not there yet, but that is my vision.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Oops. Can't handle a clicker. Okay, and so then, when I saw this vision, you know, I heard negativity. You know that there was an auntie that said to me that, Beta, you will never reach, you know, be supermodel ever, okay? Husband understands, okay? Four bache. You are fine. You're not going to reach that goal, okay? Just accept it. Husbands will also accept, okay? Don't worry. And I was like, you know what? Bump you. I am going to reach this goal. Nobody tells me, all right? I block you out. I switch my mindset. I'm gonna sleep more now. You know what? You don't lose weight if you don't sleep. You know what? I'm gonna eat right. I'm not going to eat as much sugary things, no more cookies at night, all right? And you know what? I'm a physician. I don't know how to work out. I go to the gym and I'm like, la la la, you know, I worked out today. But you know what? I joined Orange Theory because I know how to do that. They tell you what to do. Just shut up and do it. So that's what I did. And you know what? I lost 20 pounds. I set small goals. And then, I didn't want to lose any more weight the rest of the year. Everybody who knows me knows I say 20, 30 pounds a year. The rest of the year, I just keep maintenance. And you know what? I had small, attainable goals, and I lost 82 pounds. This is my brother, Pun. Always reconnect with your roots. He used to be like, girl, your real friends aren't gonna hand you brownies and say you look good. They're gonna be like, take your butt to the gym. So that's what I remember about him. In my head, he's always there. My last brother, he used to love me. He believed in me, he knew me. And I remembered my roots whenever I handle any goal. Then, I'm gonna talk about a taboo topic that I probably shouldn't talk about really quickly. This is about relationships. You know, how many of you have not hated your husband at some point in your life? If you haven't hated your husband, please leave the auditorium right now because I know you're lying and I know you're not married, okay? That is not true. But for all the people in here that are real, I'm going to tell you a little bit about relationships. You know, first it starts like this. राजा को रानी से प्यार हो गया, पहली नजर पहला प्यार हो गया. And then you're running through yellow flowers and you're in love. But then the cell phone comes, right? And the kids come, and the work comes, and everything comes, and you grow, and you start getting into places that you weren't in before. You start arguing more, or you start having issues, and things are not maybe as the way you want. But I'm here to tell you that in any area of your life, you can make it okay. And if somebody's marriage is perfect, then that's fine. But you know what? How do you get back to yourself? I'd like to say to you, the key is vulnerability. And I'd like you to start with a vision of having a good marriage, a vision of having respect. And you're gonna hear the negativity like, girl, all men go to the bar and they think their wives nag them. That's never changing. Well, you know what? I don't hear you, because I see my vision and I see only that. Next, I have a mindset. Switch your mindset. I didn't say switch your husband's mindset. I said switch your mindset, okay? So are you sleeping? Are you working out? Did you see your friends enough this month? What is it that fills your cup? Are you ready to embark on a relationship and be loving and caring and ready to go and better yourself? Because if you're not in that place, did you do some yoga today? Because what does it take for you to be ready? Did you read 3 books on emotional IQ, on how to be angry but then not react based on that anger? Because you're not ready to start on your journey if you didn't. Then, after that, you set small goals. Husband, what do you want? I want to be respected. Wife, what do you want? I want you to love me, hug me in the morning and at night. All right, let's start with that. Husband, I love you, I respect you, I'm going to think the best of you. I say it to my husband every morning. And then, wife, what do you want? I want you to hug me in the morning, I want you to hold me at night. Let's start with that. And then we see our marriage evolve. And it certainly isn't perfect, but it's better than it was before. And I have my last quick example, and then we'll be done. I'm probably sure I'm getting over. The last one is career. We already talked about the hospice example, but this is the last one. And that's just that I wanted to have financial independence, because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to work 9 to 5 and be slave to, working to make money. I want to have financial independence. I want to retire early. And I want to do something different so that I can take care of my family. So what I did was I saw the vision. What do you want, Nidhi? Sajeev is very good about this, and I'll give him credit for that. He's always thinking about these things. And we said we want 4 properties per child. We have 4 kids, that's 16 properties. Boy, we better get started then. And then negative talk. We had a cousin come from Canada, and he was like, Nidhi and Sajeev, you guys said the same thing last year. Every year you say you're gonna get some real estate, but you never do it. And my husband's like, I hate him. And I'm like, hey, that's my family. That's my family, don't talk about him like that. But he's right, he held us accountable. So we sat down and we said, are we ready? We got our financial plan in order, we saved up some money, and we thought about all the education that we can get. We went on White Coat Investor, Physician on Fire. We read every single book. We prepared ourselves mentally. And we said by the end of this year, this is July, we're gonna have a house by the end of this year. Every year after this, we're gonna buy a house. And every single year we buy a house, we have multiple houses. Then we started with commercial properties. And now we're dabbling in Airbnbs, my personal project. And what we do is we buy these houses. I have the vision of making everything gray. And then I have my team, they come in and they change it. And I bought this house for 200 and I sold it last Monday for 420. So that's a $200,000 profit. So like what I'm saying to you is that I don't want to hear the negativity like I'm Indian, I can't do it, I don't know about that, or I'm a doctor, I don't have time. You have time to do whatever you want. You have the power to do anything you want. You have the power to create any life you want or do anything that you wish to do if you desire to do it. So if I can leave you with anything today, I would say to you, believe in yourself, have a heart of gratitude and humility, and to pursue your dreams with hard work, determination, and incessant drive, always. Thank you.